Hey everyone, and welcome to today's lesson. Let's say you've just finished a project. Maybe it was a science experiment or a simple fundraiser. You've collected your results, but now what? It's not always easy to explain what numbers mean or why they matter. Today, we'll use Canva's AI tools to help turn your data into clear visuals and insights, so your results can speak for themselves. Once you've learnt the basics, you can use these same tools anywhere. In science to show experiment results, in geography to compare data, or in business and economics to track costs and profits. Then it's up to you to double check your results and decide on the story behind the numbers. Imagine you run a bake sale at school. You sell cookies, brownies, and cupcakes to raise money for a good cause. But now you've got the list of sales and totals and you want to know, what should we make again, what sold the most, and how much did we make? That's where Canva's AI tools can help. Today, we'll use magic charts and magic insights to turn our bake sale results into visuals that help us see patterns, making the next fundraiser even more of a success. First, let's start with the data we collected. Here's a Canva sheet showing what we sold, how many of each were bought, and for how much money. But looking at all these numbers can get overwhelming. Canva AI can help us make sense of this data. Let's try it out. We'll start by creating a chart to show what we sold. If we highlight our data in our sheet like this and tap Actions, we'll see magic charts. There's a range of different charts, so it's up to us to choose which tells the story best. For this data, I think a bar graph will clearly show which items sold the most. Now let's drag this into our sheet. If I select Edit, you can see all the ways you can personalise the chart, like colours, fonts, turn on or off our legend and labels, or add a title. Let's call this chart our best sellers. We sold the most cookies, but the brownies made the biggest profit. I'll always double check my original data to make sure what Canva AI has generated is accurate. Now I have a visual way to explain why we need more cookies and brownies next time. Perfect. Charts make patterns easy to spot, but sometimes we need words to explain what the numbers actually mean. Let's use Magic Insights to help us pull out key patterns from this data and put them into some simple language. Okay, so we're back in our bake sale results sheet. Let's select our data, then select Magic Insights. There are some ideas to get started, or you can type in your own request. First, let's get Magic Insights to simply summarise our data. Okay, there's a lot of information here. It's totaled our sales, and it's even pulled out our star performers and areas that we could boost. That's given me an idea of the kind of information we'd need for next time. Based on that, let's think about planning our next bake sale. Let's ask Magic Insights exactly what we need to know. I'm going to ask what we shouldn't include next time. We want to limit our waste. Okay, so chocolate fudge squares and oatmeal raisin cookies aren't too popular. This is helpful, but remember, you have more information than AI. I know that the oatmeal raisin cookies are gluten-free, so we want to keep them in for the certain classmates that have allergies. So I'm going to choose to keep the oatmeal cookies. It's always good to question the data and think about it critically. Let's add this to our sheet so we have all the information in one place and we can double check everything. Remember, whenever we work with AI-generated data, it's rarely the whole story. Always check your charts, make sure your numbers are accurate, and ask yourself, is this the full picture? We'll always have extra information and insights because it's your data. Now it's time to ask about AI. What are some things AI might not know about your data? And how can I make sure my AI-generated visuals are accurate? AI might be able to help us a lot, but there's still so much we'll never experience, like just how good an oatmeal raisin cookie can taste. But luckily, we're always in control of our data and which cookies we sell. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.